Now, Greater Binghamton's local news, the Storm Team forecast, and local sports from News Channel 34.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Tanzini. This is News Channel 34. The man suspected of killing a Binghamton University student has been arrested and charged with murder. 20-year-old Michael Roque was a BU student from Nassau County, Long Island, was arraigned last night at the Broome County Jail. He was charged with second-degree murder and pleaded not guilty. According to Broome County District Attorney Steve Cornwell, Roque was taken into custody at his dorm room on campus yesterday afternoon. Police say Roque stabbed fellow student 19-year-old J.O. Souza of Brazil inside his on-campus suite in Wyndham Hall, located in the Mountain View community. From Sunday evening to yesterday afternoon, officers were searching wooded areas on campus for evidence. Cornwell says the investigation was exhaustive.
We spoke to, obviously, many witnesses in the case. Many leads were developed and, still, have to be followed up on. So that's always part of any investigation, canvassing areas, doing different searches, speaking to witnesses. So all those things were done.
Cornwell did not comment on the motive, and police indicated the stabbing was not a random act. This is the second student to die as a result of violence this semester, as 22-year-old Haley Anderson was killed at 23 Oak Street last month. That's located in Binghamton, off campus. The suspect, 22-year-old Orlando Tercero, is awaiting extradition after allegedly fleeing to Nicaragua. Binghamton University President Harvey Stanger says he'll do anything to help the victims' families.
It's definitely the hardest thing that I've been through since I've been here in 6 years. Last 2 months have been very, very difficult. You can understand how difficult it must be for parents and for friends, and that you want to do anything you can to help them through these times.
After the arraignment, Roque was taken to a Broome County jail cell without bail. No court dates have been established, but Roque will appear in the town of Vestal Court for his next hearing. Cornwell says he plans on speaking with the victims' parents today. A truck carrying nearly 3 dozen cattle overturned today while trying to get onto Interstate 81 in the town of Shenango. According to Broome County Sheriff Dave Harder, deputies were dispatched to the entrance ramp of I-81 South along Upper Front Street in the town of Shenango around 5:40 this morning. The truck was overturned, causing significant injuries to 11 of the 33 cattle on board. Harder says a Cornell University vet was called onto the scene, and some of the cattle may need to be put down. The rest were removed and placed onto another truck. Harder says the driver, 38-year-old Nathan Reese of Quakertown, Pennsylvania, was traveling too fast on the ramp, causing the truck to overturn. Additionally, Harder says the 1997 model truck was taken out of service in PA due to numerous commercial violations and should not have been on the road today. Reese sustained a cut to his face and was ticketed for driving too fast for conditions. Today is tax day, and people who are opposed to the GOP tax plan are voicing their frustrations to a cardboard Claudia Tenney. Members of Indivisible Binghamton held a rally outside of Congresswoman Claudia Tenney's Metro Center office in downtown Binghamton this afternoon. They were speaking out against the GOP-passed tax plan that they claim is a scam. Indivisible member Lori Wahila says the legislation is a tax cut for the rich, as lower-income residents have to pick up the difference. Wahila says people may see a small bump in pay, but it's nothing compared to what the wealthy are receiving.
You might see an extra $1.50 in your paycheck a week, but in the long run, all the actual tax cuts are going to the rich and the corporations, and these are the donors of Claudia Tenney, our Congresswoman.
People professed their frustrations to a cardboard cutout of the Congresswoman that was plastered with stickers marking her donors that Wahila says benefit from the tax reform bill. After the rally, members walked up to Tenney's office in pairs to discuss their concerns with her staffers.